Okay, so we're going to build out the pulley system. So we take the two pulleys, we're going to splice them together with the green rivets. Now it's important that you do this. In the picture it doesn't really look like there's two pulleys there, but you're going to need to put the two pulleys, or the two, what do they call them? Yeah, the two pulleys together. Otherwise, when you go to put the axle through it, it will not close right. Next part is we're going to take the gray rivets, put the spacers, and then put these in like so. So that's one. Take the next one. And there we go. Alright. So we've built that one out. Now looks like we needed the white rivets to go on the pulleys also. It's hard to tell in the picture, but I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. Just to get it some let's see, there we go. Okay, so we've got that there. Okay. So now we need to take two long pieces that we have here. And we're going to take these here. Looks like, so we're going to go 4 in. So we're going to go to the 5th hole. Here we go. So we got that one. Skip a hole. Go in again. Okay, done that. Now that's going to attach to the cap adapter. Okay. Now let's do the same for the other side. Just moving these downward. Okay. No. Looks like we made a mistake. Let's take out these white rivets because we're going to have to use them. But okay. This is definitely a trickier part than the other parts we've built here. So we're actually mixing and matching part step 17 and step 18. But it makes sense that this is going to be a really reinforced area. Now I'm going to backtrack just a smidge. Take two of these here. It looks like this is going to go in on the third from underneath, putting in these single brackets. This one looks like it's going on the 7th. So 6, 6, 7 right here. And there we have it. A little wheel. Okay. So on step 18, we're going to need some additional pieces here. We need 4 black rivets. And we already did the other gray rivets, so we're not going to do that part. And we need this piece. So we're just going to put that together. That's going to sit on top of this here. And exactly how is it going to go? So it's slightly offset, second row, 1 row in. So let's see. There it is. Okay. And you really just have to line it up with what you already put there. So it's not that complicated. And one more here. It's just that this is a more intricate piece, So I would definitely say concentrate a bit more when you get to step 17 and 18. It's you know, actually 17 through 20, it's the pulling system, and there's a lot of tiny pieces, and they're intricate, and they need to be able to be smooth, well built, and sturdy, because you're actually going to be running the line right through there. So that was step 17 and 18. Now we have step 19. So step 19, we got to still construct more. So what are we going to need here? We're going to need two 2x8s. Okay, so we have the 2x8s here. We're going to need one 1x7. Is that a 1x7? Yeah, it's a black 1x7. And that's 1x7, yep. Sorry, two of those. Okay. And we're going to need two more pulleys. Okay. And what else? We need two more spacers. Two green rivets. Four black. That's the black ones. And two large ones, the gray ones. There we go. So that automatically tells us we're going to need to, you know, combine three pieces together somehow. And so we already know how to build the pulley. So let's start off by building the pulley by putting the two together and taking the green rivets and just putting them in any hole on the outside, obviously, not on the middle hole. And we just put those there. Boom. Alright. So our pulley is built. Now the pulley, this one, instead of using the singles like it did on the other one, it uses the two-lane one. So we know more or less how to build that. So we're going to put that on just one of the four and put a spacer. And then put the pulley. So we've got part of that in place now. Now we're going to do the same here. Take that, put this in place, and oops. See how is this going to go? Okay, so that part is built. Now what they want us to do is to take this, the black ones, and just put it over that same one that we just did with the black rivets though. So I'm going to put that. It has to go over the same line as the rivets. Let's see, how is this going to work out? How many is this? This 1x7, this 1x7. This is 2x8. Okay, so this has to stick out a little bit. Okay, one more. Notice how it sticks out just a smidge. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same step for the other side. Okay, so there we have that part. So that's built out. That was step 19. Now step 20, again a little more complicated. Step 20 is going to require two 2x8s, then two 1x7s like we did last time, two black and two white rivets. Sorry, two black and four white rivets. And that looks like it. So then we're going to take the existing piece that we just built, and pardon me while we kind of look this over to see how this is going to be done. It looks like this is going to be attached to the top here with some white rivets. Let's get the other one. Okay, so that's in place. Now we need to take this and make it step out just a smidge more according to this. So with this, you really have to look at the picture and make sure the holes are lined up right, because it's not easy to see it. Alright. So there's step 20. So step 20, we have constructed this piece. So you can see how this looks. You can see that, you see the sides there. See the side. So here we go. Now step 21. We're going to take a couple of these and some more white rivets. So we're going to take the cap adapter, 4 white rivets, and it looks like we're going to take the piece that we just made and we're going to add the cap to the top in the back portion right here, and that should give it some stability, and that way it doesn't move like it's moving right now, or each side moves all by itself. Okay, so that was easy enough. So it looks like these little pieces are getting faster to build. They're just smaller. Now step 22. Oh boy, this one's going to require a whole boatload of rivets. So 16 rivets, white ones. So for this, I'm going to take out my little lid here. 4, 4, so we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to need 4 of these guys here, the little single brackets, and 2, it looks like there's 2 by 15. Did I already use those, or I think I only got okay, 2 more over here, and that's it. So how are we going to do this? So let's start off with taking these brackets and mounting them. So it looks like we got to mount them 4 in. Okay. So again, I'm just counting the holes on this thing. So the 4th hole in on one of the tops, and just put that in there. And then the next one, there's space of 3 holes on here, and then boom. And that's one of them. Okay, so we've got those set up. Okay, now the next step. Alright, so it looks like these guys are going to go mounted here with the white ones. So they're going to be mounted to the part that we built in step 17 and 18. And this one's not going to be diagonal, they're actually going to be 4 all side by side, which makes sense. Gives it more strength than the diagonal, but at the same time, you know, diagonal is important when you can spare, you know, not having it as strong, and it also saves you on the rivets. But I'm assuming in a spot like this, since this is on the actual arm, it's gonna have to be pretty strong. I'm surprised it's only this little part here. But, you know, like the rest of the kit, we'll see when we finish building it and see how much more there actually is to it. Actually, these on the other one have to be staggered off a little bit. Alright, so that's together on that part. Now, looks like we have to put this part in. I'm just kind of inspecting something here. Okay, so that was step 22, and yeah, step 23. So now the next step is going to take us, so we're going to need 2 of these, the black ones here, and believe it or not, we're going to need 8 black rivets. I think we're spending more time gathering the parts here and actually putting them together, so thanks to you guys out there who have the patience to watch these videos, and we take a lot of time and energy to put these things together for you, and hoping that it actually helps you do something. So these parts are actually going to go up in here. Not really sure just how yet. Trying to figure that out. There we go, just like so. And it's pretty straightforward. So alright, so we've built that. That was step 23. So in the end, this is what you'll have, something like this. So you have 2 pulleys. You have one here, and you have one over here. One down here, you see? So now we're getting to the fun part. So I'm going to have to zoom out for this part.